Okay. So you guys have an extra class. Just keep an eye on the iPad. If you see the recording has stopped, just let me know. Okay. So you're doing fine. Everybody, same thing. Whether you know table till 2 or whether you know table till 20. Make sure that you are dedicating 5 minutes of your time, 5 minutes of your unproductive time to revise it. Every day. Just 5 minutes. Okay. Alright. Let's go to the kids here in the class or online. So and Kailash, Rehan and Arab. My request to you guys would be, and so to the kids online, is when anybody else is sharing tables, pay attention to it. Don't think that, okay, I have shared my tables, I'm good. Basically, when you are listening to your friends, you are revising for yourself. Okay? So don't take it easy. Don't get bored. Don't feel sleepy. Pay attention to what your friends are saying. Yep. Alright. Let's start with Aniket. Aniket, table till. Well, you're already sleepy. Don't feel sleepy. Okay. 5 8. Don't repeat after me. Just give me the answer. 47 8. 12 5. 9 9. 12 8. 96. 12 9 108. Okay, let's go to Miss Anika. Anika, table till. Anika, as in we have 2 Anika here. We have Anika S and we have Anika P. So I'm talking about Anika S. Yes, beta. Table till 12 8 5. 9 9. 6 8. Everybody stays on mute. I'm talking to Anika right now. I'll come to everybody, okay, one by one. Yeah? Okay. Yeah, Anika, go ahead. 6 8. 9 5. 12 3. 12 7. 2 3. 9 12 9. Wonderful. Okay. Good job. So we check table for Aniket and Anika. I see a new child in the class. What's your name, Anika? Say your name. Little louder. Samit. Okay. Wonderful. Welcome to the class. So Samit, right now what we are doing is I'm checking tables for everybody. Okay. So I will come to you also. I'm going one by one. Okay. We'll just see how many tables or tables till which number you know, and we will have our plan to keep on learning more. Okay. Alright. So I'll come to you, Samit. I'm just going in a sequence one by one. Let me go to Eva. Eva, ready? Table till 12 5. 9 8. 6 9. 12 9. 8 6. 7 7. 12 5. Good job. Now, here's the trick. If you guys really want to enjoy what we do in the class, when I come to you guys asking for tables, try bluffing with me. Meaning, if you know that okay, 12 4 is 48, try saying 46 and see what is my reaction. Am I catching it or I'm just doing it? Okay? See, you guys have to find ways to enjoy subject. Okay? Otherwise, it gets as boring as you can imagine. Alright? So try checking your teacher also at times. Okay? I'm giving you guys a clue to bother me. Let me go to Mr. Athar. Athar, table till 13. 12 5 ja, 12 9 ja, 13 4 ja, 13 9 ja, 12 8 ja, 2 4 ja, 13 7 ja, 91. Yep. And you guys must be seeing that when I'm asking tables, I'm jumping from very small table to very big table. 2 3 everybody knows. And then I'm saying 39 there. When I'm jumping from here to here, the idea, I'm not trying to doubt anybody, okay? I'm not saying that you guys don't know the table of 2. I'm just trying to see how quickly your brain switches from small multiplication to a big multiplication, okay? That's why I'm playing with you guys, you have to play with me as well. Alright, good job, Uthar. Let's go to Samit. Samit, what all tables you are aware of? Table of 2, 3, 4, 5, up to 10. Okay, very good. 2 times 4. 2 4s are 8. 4 3s are 12. 5 7s are 35. 7 8s are very good. 9 9s are 6 9s are 6 8s are 9 7s are wonderful. So Samit, I'm impressed with what you did in your first class. And see, what happens is when any child joins the class the first time, they may or may not be practicing tables, and that worries me a little bit, because you know, tables are the most important part of math. If we know tables, that gives us lots more chance to learn new things. Okay? So Samit, I see that you have been knowing tables. That is a good thing. Every day you will just find out 5 minutes for yourself. Okay? To keep practicing it, so that we go from 10 to 11, 11 to 12, 12 to 13. In the longer run, I'm not in a hurry. Okay? You guys are still having a lot of time. Let's go slow. Okay. Table of 11 is considered easy. So I know everybody knows table of 11. So Samit will talk about the tables again in the next class, which is next Tuesday. Let me go to other kids also one by one. So let's go to Mr. Sid. Sid, turn around. Okay, table till. And everybody keep, okay, Aniket, hands down. I'm not coming to you right now. Everybody make sure that you are listening to what your friends are saying, because this is your opportunity to revise without putting any effort. Okay? You guys also here. Say table till 12 6. 12 6, 12 6, not 1 6. Yeah, 9 9 0. 6 9 0. 8 9 0. 12 8 0. 10 6 0. 12 8 12 7 0. 9 3 0. Okay, wonderful. Let's go to Miss Anika. Now this time is different Anika. Okay, Anika P. Anika, ready now? Yes. Okay. Okay, by the way, let me check. What was Aniket's hand raised for? Be very quick. What is that? Okay, by the way, you guys are not supposed to look at the chat. You're not supposed to chat. Nobody's supposed to play with emojis. It is a waste of time. Everybody is putting a lot of energy and effort to chat, give gyan to others, or even talk to people. This is not a chat class. This is a math class. So anybody looking at the chat video without a reason and then giving me feedback, I am not going to even entertain the discussion. Okay, that's not important for me right now. So if anybody is willing to do chat, please don't do that. You don't give me brownie points for that. Alright, let's go to Anika P. Anika S. You were saying something about that? You raise your hand. Yes, please, go ahead. Anika P. Ready or not? Table till 13 5 65 38 12 9 3 8 13 6 Good job. And nobody is checking the teacher so far. Nobody is trying to check the teacher's knowledge and laughing with the teacher. No. You, Eva, you lost a chance. When your turn comes for tables next time, make sure that you are checking your teacher as well. See, this is not only the students who have to know things. Teachers are also supposed to know things. So that is where you can, without letting me know, you guys can give me some wrong answer and see what is my reaction. If I'm catching it right, then I know it right. If I'm not, I'm just fooling around. Okay. Alright, good job, sir. Let's go to Sanvi. Sanvi, ready? Table till 12 3 No singing. I'm sorry, 36 8 8 6 9 54 9 6 54 12 8 12 9 Wonderful. Now let's go to Miss Manvita. Manvita, ready? Manvita, I cannot hear you. Say it a little louder. Okay, table till 10 8 8 or 8 times 8. 8 times 8 is 64. 4 times 8. 32. 3 times 5. 50. 4 times 10. 6 times 9. 7 times 8. 9 times 9. Good job. So you are doing fine, Manvita. You just missed a few of the questions, and that is very normal. Everybody here. Everybody, okay? Let me quickly check for Vedans, and then I will have a small speech for you guys. I don't do speech in the class. Vedans, ready? Till 11, 9, 7 8 4 9 6 11 8 88 11 times 8. That's what I was asking. Okay. 9 Folder. Good job. So here's the takeaway. Now, before I get started, are you guys able to see the screen okay? This is not a question for you guys. You are right, sitting right in front of the screen. Everybody online, are you able to see the screen okay? Full screen? Anika, Nike, Sandy, everybody? Now, why I'm stressing on the tables? Let's get this right. Tables are the backbone of math. If you guys don't want to practice tables, find a different teacher. As simple as that. Because I know that if you guys don't learn tables, if you don't practice tables, if you don't master tables, I will hardly be able to teach you guys anything. Why would I tell you that? I will hardly be able to teach you guys anything. Okay? So this is not about me being harsh or strict about it. I know this is the minimum that we need. Okay? So I'll keep on emphasizing that everybody in the class, including me, has to be very comfortable with the tables up to 12 at least. And how easy or difficult it is, you guys know already. Many of your friends already know table till 12. And many of your friends will also forget table, whatever they have memorized. Because you need to keep in touch, you need to keep on practicing. You have to spend 5 minutes every day. Okay? Find out the 5 minutes of the most boring time of the day for you. Use that time for memorizing it, practicing it. Take the notebook, ask your parents, say, okay, can you ask me questions? Can you tell me how do I do tables? I mean, can you ask me some questions to see if I remember them or not? And if you forget, if you give some wrong answers, go back and practice it. That's it. 5 minutes is what I asked for. Now, I want you guys to go mad. So today the first topic is, I want you guys to go mad. And when do you guys go mad? When you are dealing with something very difficult. So, Kaira, have you heard of something called MAT? Now, we talked about that in the last class. And I will just revise that one more time for everybody. Because we are going to, Rehan will stop playing with pencil. Because if you guys keep doing anything which distracts me, I lose my focus and I start driving. Don't do that. Now, we will just look at what is the concept behind math, practice few problems, and then we will use this for doing fraction division. Okay? And Samit and Kaira, Rehan, Arav, you guys, Rehan probably knows it. But some of the kids who have joined recently, you'll be surprised to know that your teacher doesn't know how to do fraction division. Yeah. Okay. So let's first go mad and then we'll use that for doing fraction division. Let's say I have number 2, 1 by 7. If I ask you guys to convert this to fraction, how much that would be? Yeah.
15 over 7.
15 over 7. How about you, Kara? Do you know how to do it? Do you know how to convert this to fraction? No. Okay. Vedant, do you know how to convert this to fraction? No, not for Eva. I have certain kids in my mind whom I'm just trying to make sure that they are on the same page before I go on. Okay? So yeah, Vedant, Taminda. Anika, I know. Anika and Eva, I know you guys have learned this from me before. So is the case with Sanvi. So let me just check with the new kids quickly. Yes, Vedant. Do you know how to convert this to fraction? No? Wonderful. Samit, do you know how to convert this to fraction? I have a mixed number. I have 2, 1 over 7. So this is fraction and then I have a number 2 here. I am trying to convert this to fraction. Do you know how to do it, Beta? Samit? No? Okay, don't worry about it. Manvita, you would want to learn it as well, right? Okay. So here's the thing. Now, everybody hear my story. This is my story. I am a very simple person. What I mean, to keep the pencil away from your eye, if this hurts, it'll be bad. Okay, so can deal with one thing at a time. I'm not very intelligent. That is my biggest problem in life. I can deal with simple things. Let's say you ask me to add 2 plus 3. I can do it. If you ask me to add 15 plus 25, I can do it. If you ask me to even add, let's say 1 by 3 plus 2 by 5, I can add it. Because I am dealing with same type of things. If you ask me to even add 1.5 or multiply 1.5 with 2.3, I can still do it because I am dealing with same type of number. This is decimal, this is also decimal. So our brains are tuned to deal with similar things. Okay? Yeah? Khairaf, am I making sense to you, beta? Samit, Manita, am I making sense, beta? So our brains are tuned to deal with similar things. Now look at it. When you look at this guy, 2 1 over 7, what is that you see here? You have two things actually. You have a fraction and you have a number, and both are plugged into one. It's like you are asking me to do my breakfast and lunch together. This is my lunch and this is my breakfast, both together. My stomach will get upset. My brain will start complaining. Is that making sense with us? So, this is when you go mad. When you ask, or when you, not you, our brain has to do two things together. Fraction and number together, the brain goes mad. It starts complaining. And that is the technique I am talking about. When you have a mixed number, you can convert that to a fraction applying this technique called mad. As soon as you saw a mixed number, meaning a fraction and a whole number together, you go mad. And that is a technique to convert that to fraction. How? MAD. M-A-D. Multiply, add, divide. 7 times 2, multiply, 14. Plus, yet add 1, 15 divided by 7. This became 15 by 7. This is the MAD technique. Manvita, did that make sense? Manvita, Vedans? Yeah? So I will show you guys 2 more and I will let everybody convert a mixed number to a fraction. Okay? Let's say if I have 11 2 by 9 and 15 5 by 7. I am trying to flex my tables. Okay? I am trying to showcase, see, I don't take it to 15. It's not about that. This is again a mixed number, this is also a mixed number. I will go mad. Multiply, add, divide. Multiply, add, divide. So 11 times, 9 times 11, 99. Plus 2, 101. Divided by 9. Multiply, 9 times 11 is, or 11 times 9 is 99. Plus 201 divided by 9. Done. Okay? Here again, mixed number. Multiply, add, divide. Multiply, add, divide. And you are always starting from the bottom. Multiply. 15 times 7 is 105. Plus 5, 110 divided by 7. That's it. So simple thing to remember is our brains only deal with simple things or similar things. Don't mix too many things. If too many things or two different types of numbers are getting mixed into one or it's a mixed number, then we go mad. And that is our technique for converting that to fraction. Okay? Vedans, Mantra, okay? Now, everybody, you guys will spend next 15 minutes for converting few mixed numbers into fractions real quick. Okay? Do it playfully because if you know tables, there is no big deal. 5 1 by 7, 9 2 by 4, 3 1 by 8, 2 1 over 9. These are the 4 numbers. I want you guys to convert this to fractions real quick. So all that tiredness you have, just lift your hand, do the pranayam and get going. Okay, everybody. Everybody can see the questions, right? Anika, both Anika, Sanvi, Manvita, Vedans, everybody. And if you guys want me to move away from the screen, let me know. Samit, can you see the question better? Yeah? Yeah.
I want my answers.
Okay, I'll come later. Just give me a minute. So Samit, note down the questions. Give it a try, okay? You guys will be surprised to know. Some of the kids who are coming to the class for the first time, you'll be surprised to know that I'm one of those unique or different teachers who doesn't care about the answer. I don't care about the answer much. What I care about is how you are approaching it. That is important to us. I'll come to you, Anika, okay? I have one kid here in the class with the answers. Let me check. Yeah, this is good. Now, I want you to do one more thing. We talked about tic-tac-toe in the last class, meaning if wherever I see an opportunity for simplifying my numbers, we should try to do it. So check if any of the numbers gives you the chance to simplify it. Just check for that.
Yeah.
Mr. Rehan, get going. Yes, Anika, what did you get?
For the first one, I got 36 over 7. For the second one, I got 38 over 4. For the third one, I got 25 over 8.
Okay.
For the last one, I got 19 over 9.
Okay, wonderful. I'm not saying whether this is correct or not, but yeah, you got it.
Simplify it.
Okay. You can't?
Okay.
I will argue with you. Give me a time. I'll come back to you, okay? I'll tell you the reason. Yes, Sanvi, what did you get?
For the first one, I got 36 over 7.
Okay.
For the second one, I got 38 over
38 by 4. Okay. Third one.
33 over 8.
This one.
Yeah.
33 over 8.
Yeah.
Okay.
For the fourth one, I got 19 over 9.
Okay. So everybody, whoever has given an answer, I see some changes here. 33 over 8, it doesn't seem to be right. Review it, Sanvi, okay? There is something that you have probably overlooked. A third. Yes, I'll come to you, Sanvi. A third, tell me what did you get?
First one, I got 36 over 7. For the second one, I got 38 over 4. For the third one, I got 25 over 8.
Okay.
And for the last one, I got 19 over 8.
Okay. Eva.
So the first one, I got 36 over 7. For the second one, I got 38 over 4. And for the third one, I got 25 over 8. And for the last one, I got 19 over 8.
Okay. Yes. Sid. Sid, tell me what did you get?
For the first one, I got 36 over 4. For the second, for the second one, I got 38 over 4.
Uh-huh.
And for the second one,
Third
I
one.
got 25 over 8. And for the third one, I got 19 over 8.
Sanvi, did you find what I was saying?
Yeah.
Okay. How much it is?
But then I got
8. Okay. So 33 over 8 is not correct. Just let me go to Manvita. Let me see what did Manvita get.
I got 36 by 7.
Second one?
The first one,
Yeah, first one I got it. Second one?
38 by 4.
Okay. Third one?
25 by 8.
Fourth one?
19
Wonderful. How about Anika? Anika S. Good. Anika, tell your answers to her. Anika, I'm not going to hear you. You have to say it a little louder maybe. Yeah, go ahead. Okay. Kaira, what did you get? Okay, yeah. Good. So, did you go mad? You went mad. That's the technique. So, we don't really have to physically go mad. It is just, see, whatever I say, right? I always try building a story around things. Okay, so that it stays with us longer. Mixed numbers, two different types of numbers, confusing, makes us go mad. And that is the technique. Yeah? How about Rehan? What did you get? What is that? You are in the first one because you are feeling very lazy right now. You have to forget about how the day was. You have to just make sure that you are going through one by one. You are not able to 12, 13 actually now. Multiply and divide. 5 7 35 plus 136 by 7. Second one is 9 2 over 4. 4 9 is 36 plus 238 by 4. 8 3 is 24 plus 125 by 8. 9 2 is 18 plus 119 by 9. As simple as that. Yeah? You're just playing with your fingers. That's it. So I'm assuming everybody in the class has already gone mad to the extent you wanted to go mad. Okay? Now, take a deep breath, calm down. You all went mad. Take a deep breath, come back. We will talk about why did we learn this and how would this help us. And why we all went mad? Because we were just trying to figure out how do we convert a mixed number into fraction. And do you guys know why we are doing so? Vedans, Manvita, do you guys know why we are doing so? Yeah?
So I remember when we were doing that mixed fraction last class, when we multiplied a fraction and then it was mixed fraction. So you could use that and make that into a fraction, and then multiplying would be easier.
Right. No, so see, multiplying will be easier. That is one thing. Remember one thing in life, okay? I mean, life is too big to talk about, but I'm saying one thing you have to remember. We do everything for a reason, with a motive. You all are coming to the class not because your parents have forced you to come here, because you are wanting to learn something for math. The day you realize that this is not a math teacher, your history teacher, you will stop coming here. Correct? So you are doing it for a motive. Likewise, the math technique is used for converting a mixed number to fraction because our motive is simple. We want everything. Rehan, hands down. We want everything or every type of number to be converted into fraction form, because fraction is my best friend. That's what I was saying in the last class. Why I keep saying that? Because it's possible that any type of number you have, you can convert to a fraction easily. Okay? If you have 1.2, you can convert this to a fraction, becomes 12 by 10. If you have 5 1 over 9, we saw that we can use that technique to convert this to 46 by 9, mixed fraction. If you have a natural number A, you can just put 1 below this, it becomes a fraction. You can convert any and every type of number to fraction. That is the reason I have a very selfish intent to make fraction as my best friend. Okay? So here we are learning how to convert different numbers into one format, because we know fraction is one format that you can convert to from any other format. Be it decimal, be it a natural number, be it a mixed number, you can convert them into fraction. Yeah? Is everybody okay with
Yes.
fraction being my best friend?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Alright. Now, remember this, fraction is my best friend. Meaning, whenever I get stuck, whenever I am dealing with multiple types of numbers, what will I do? Convert them to one format, that is fraction format. Yeah? Okay. Now comes, in the last class we talked about how do you do fraction multiplication.
Yes.
Today we want to do fraction division. Yeah? But there is a big problem. The teacher doesn't know how to do fraction division.
Yeah.
If I say 1 by 2 divided by 3 by 6. No, I am not looking for answer from Eva. I know Eva knows, but the teacher doesn't know. I am just trying to teach everybody, okay? So see, look at my situation. Everybody in the class. You guys have to understand my motive also. What is my motive? My motive is to make sure that each one of you in the class are on the same page. If let's say 2 of you already know certain things, that doesn't mean I will go with only 2 of you. I have to take the whole class along with me. That's only I am being a decent teacher, not a great teacher. Okay? So, this is the thing. I am trying to divide this fraction by this fraction. Okay?
Yeah.
And the big do you know Kairav, how to do that? No? Very nice. I also don't know. I only know how to do fraction multiplication. I don't know how to do fraction division. So since I know fraction multiplication, I am always tending to convert division into multiplication. I have to do division. I change that to multiplication. Okay? Your name is Kairav. If I call you, let's say Manoj, do you like it? No, right? You will get upset. Same thing happened here also. I have to do division. I change that to multiplication. Somebody gets upset and flips upside down. So when I change this division to multiplication, the number after that gets super upset and flips upside down. This is the technique. That's why I was saying that I don't know how to do fraction division. Meaning, I will always change division to multiplication, and when I do that, the number next to that will flip upside down. That's it. That's the whole thing. Now, if we know how to do fraction multiplication, that will be straightforward. But, did you guys get my story so far?
Yes.
Everybody here? Vedans, Anika is in, okay, Anika S, sorry. I have to make sure that I'm not messing up with the names. So Anika, Vedans, Kairav, and Rehan. Did you guys get what I'm trying to say here?
Yeah.
Simple one-liner story is, if I have to do fraction division, you have to divide one fraction by another fraction. Do you need water, Rehan? Okay. Now look at my situation. If you are all in the class, okay? If I have backache, spine is hurting. If I keep doing that, you will not like it. I don't like it either. Meaning, when you are in the class, I want everybody to be here with 100%. Okay? You watched a horrible movie in the day, I don't care. You had a very tiring day, I don't going to worry about it. You did not eat lunch, I would not want to worry about it. Just that if you say that I'm super hungry, I'll get something to eat. That's the best I can do. But that will be something to munch, not that food to meal, okay? So, simple thing. I want you guys to be here 100%, otherwise my motivation level as a teacher goes down. And that will hurt everybody. Let's not do that. So, don't do those things. I'm teaching, you're stretching. That is not good. Okay? If you guys want to do some yoga in between, I can certainly help with that. We can take a 2-minute break and do quick yoga. That's good for health. But that I will decide. Alright, let's come here. What I've told so far is, if you have to do fraction division, You don't do that. You convert division to multiplication. When you do that, the number next to that flips upside down. That's it. Now you have two fractions. This fraction times this fraction. See how this works. This is a two-story building. This is also a two-story building. These two things are on the second floor. These two things are on the first floor. So things on the second floor together, things on the first floor together. Now look at it. I have 1 into 6. Can I break 6 into smaller numbers? 2 times 3. 2 is anyway a small number. 3 is also a small number. I'm not breaking it. Now look at it. I have 1, 2 here and 1, 2 here. Tic-tac-toe. I'm playing with it now. I'm not doing that. I have 1, 3 here, another 3 here. Tic-tac-toe. What I'm left with? Only 1. So we divided this fraction by this fraction and this is the answer I got, 1. What did I do? I just changed division to multiplication, brought the numbers together, and every big number we just created smaller factors of it. That's it. If let's say this was 7, then we did not have a chance to make a factor. Then this would have been like 2 into 3. So 1 times 7 is 7, by 2 times 3 is 6. That's it. That's my final result. Okay. So Manvita, Vedans, Kairav, Rehan, Araf, Athar, everybody with me or not with me? Some of the names I did not call out because they have already got tortured by me in the past with respect to fraction division. Now they will get tortured by me with some problem that they have to solve. Okay. So Manvita, Vedans, are you guys ready to deal with some problems? Or does it sound difficult? It's okay. See, I don't do a great job all the time. At times I might look like a horrible teacher. That's okay. Okay, we don't do the best always. So if I did not do a great job, I am okay to explain one more time. That's fine. Yes, Sanvi, go ahead. Saying something? I'm sorry, Rita? That was a cute incident. Don't worry about it. Alright. So I will show it one more time. Let's see. You will find me quite boring this time because I will do the same thing which I have done before. Let's say I have 1 by 5 to be divided by 5 by 8 to be multiplied by 10 by 24. Okay? Everybody here. I have 1 by 5 to be divided by 5 over 8 times 10 over 24. And it might look like a daunting task. We are doing a lot of things, multiplication, division, both together. No big deal. Yep.
Does others come with this?
I'm sorry?
Others come.
Say it one more time.
Others come.
I could not hear you.
Others come. Like first multiplication, then division.
Oh, okay. We are talking about the order of operation. Yeah, okay. And it's called BODMAS or PEMDAS. These are two methods. Yeah. I mean, both are same thing, but different naming convention. But so if I put BODMAS here, if you have multiple operations happening together, this tells you the order in which it has to happen. First, bracket. There is no bracket here. We are good. Then comes order. This is when you are talking about something to the power. We don't have that here, so we are good. Then comes division, then multiplication, then addition and subtraction. So we don't have addition, subtraction, bracket or order. We have only division and multiplication. So we are first trying to take care of division, then we will go to multiplication. Okay? So here, yes, you are. If you are getting excited to give the answer, I'm not looking for it. I'll give you guys questions to solve. I'm just trying to explain something for you. Okay? I'll come to that. Okay? Don't worry about it. So, see, and this goes with my statement always, right? I don't really care about the answers. I only care about how you guys are approaching a problem. That's what I'm emphasizing right now. I have to do division, then multiplication. Hands down. Okay. So, Now we have to do division first. And the problem is, we don't do division, we change to multiplication because the teacher doesn't know. If I do change division to multiplication, the number next to it, remember this, the number next to it flips upside down. So only this guy flips upside down. This guy doesn't care. So you have to be very clear. Okay, what I have seen is kids get emotional and they flip this one also. Only see, the whole thing with division was happening between these two guys. This guy is immune to the problem here. Okay? This is like a COVID thing. This is quarantine. You're only looking at these two guys. Because you're trying to divide this guy by this guy. When you're trying to do that, all the thing is happening between these two guys. Everything else remains unchanged. Now, you have 3 two-story buildings. 1 by 5 into 8 by 5 into 10 by 24. What happens here is, all the things on the second floor together, 1 into 8 into 10. All the things on the first floor together, 5 into 5 into 24. You can as well, you can multiply this, okay, say 8 times 10 is 80 and 5 times 5 is 25 times 24 is 600. You can do this, but we don't like big numbers. That's why we are trying to play with this to see if we can make it small. Let's see, whichever number we can break, we'll try breaking and see if we have a chance to make it small. 1 remains 1 is a small number. 8 I can break into 4 into 2. And this 10 I can break into 5 into 2. Then 5 anyways cannot be broken further. This 5 also remains 5. 24 I can break into 4 into 6. Let's see if we can do some tic-tac-toe. And tic-tac-toe is basically, I am saying if I have same number in the numerator and denominator, I can knock them off. So this 5 and this 5 goes. Okay, I see 1 4 here and 1 4 here tic-tac-toe. Then what do we have here? 2 into 2, 2 into 2 into 1, and here I have 5 into 6. This 6 I can break into 3 into 2. So 1 2 here and 1 2 here tic-tac-toe. What we are left with? 1 into 2 is 1, divided by 5 into 3 is 15. That's it. Look at this number and look at this number. If this was a monster, this is a cute puppy. Yeah? That's what we like. When you are dealing with math, always look for opportunity to make a number smaller if you can do it. Okay? Because see, I was trying to multiply 5 into 5 to 24, I got 600. If I do a wrong calculation, this whole answer will go for a toss. I mean, I say that I don't care about the answer, but the person who is looking at my answer will care about it. So we need to be extra careful. When I am doing bigger multiplication, I might go wrong. When I am doing smaller multiplication, 5 times 3, do you think in my senses I will get 5 times 3 equal to 25 ever? No, right? Because in smaller numbers, chance of mistake is very, very, very little, right? Manvita, Vedans, Kairav, Rehan, everybody okay? Everybody okay? Are okay? Now, Manvita, I did not hear okay from you, Vedanta. Did I make sense? Manvita, Vedans, everybody okay? Yeah, okay. Now Eva will be happy. Eva was super upset with me because I was not letting her give the answer. Now, you guys will have a chance to practice few problems and give me the answer. First problem, 4 by 8 divided by 64 by 32. Second question is 1 by 9 divided by 3 by 27 multiplied by 4 by 3. Third problem is, now I am increasing the difficulty level a little bit. I am not increasing the difficulty level, I am just making you guys practice everything that you have learned. 4 1 by 2 divided by 9 by 7. Okay? So solve these three problems. Okay? So you guys have these three problems to solve. And you guys have only 2 minutes. Let's see how much you are able to solve. So, come on, sir. Find a place for yourself. Settle down. We'll start in 2 minutes. No, you need to sit with it. Oh, yeah. Okay. Thank you for bringing him. I'll probably be able to come to you.
Thank you.
No worries, ma'am.